Hey loungers, welcome back to another episode of The City Lounge. You're with your host, DJ Mary B. If this is your first time, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And if you're back, loungers, what it do? So today's guest is Monique Webley. She's a good friend of mine. She's gonna come and share her journey on entrepreneurship, being a mother, and all that good stuff. So please stay tuned because I'm telling you, you don't wanna miss this. Welcome, loungers. Today I have my special guest that I let you guys know from before, Miss Monique Webley.
Hi, Miriam.
Hello, Webley. Hello. Thank you so much for coming, girl.
Of course.
And sharing your journey with us.
Of course.
So I want you to introduce yourself and what it is that you do, the many hats that you do, what you're involved in.
Okay, so my name is Monique Webley. I'm the CEO of my brand called 4 Accents. I have a clothing brand, but also it's not just a clothing brand, it's a brand itself. So everywhere I go, I'm branding myself, and I am that walking brand. I specifically make clothing, hats, and stuff like that, but I also do style people on top of it. But most of my clothing are unisex.
I love that. That's what I like about your brand, because boys and girls can wear your stuff.
100%.
And you know you're stylish, Monique. Yo, so we gotta flash your photos of your style across the screen. So first I want to know how you came up with the name 4 Accents, because I love the story behind it.
Yes. Okay, so I'll let you guys in. Okay, so I used to play basketball. Like a lot of people from Toronto, I used to play basketball. My jersey number was 4. Also, when I went to the States, jersey number was 4. It's always been my favorite number. So I also have 4 siblings. So when it came to trying to create something, I wanted to dedicate it to my 4 siblings on my mother's side. So to make it different, I used the Roman numeral. That's why you guys always see IV.
Yes.
And then accents. So when it comes to the word accents, we know if someone has an accent from Canada, the US, Jamaica, like anyway, you know that the accent is unique. It's different.
Yes.
Right? You could tell someone's from somewhere else, not from where you are. And that's what my siblings remind me of. All 4 of them are different. So I just put my number together, them being different, and I came up with 4 accents.
I love the name behind your brand, because I didn't know that. I learned pre-interview and I was like, that's so sweet how you included your family. And I love the accent part of it. Because if you're in a room full of people that sound the same but you have an accent, you're definitely standing out.
100%. Yeah. And if my 4 siblings are in the same room, the 4 of them are gonna stand out. They're all different.
Yes.
Like, literally all different.
And I would say for you, when you go in the room, you light up the room, and you know that. You know. You already know when Monique's coming. Monique's either always late, fashionably late.
Fashionably late, I'll take that.
Late. So let us know what you're wearing right now. Let us know what you're wearing right now.
From, toe to head. But a piece of Jordans, socks, nice, Nike polka dot shorts. This is a t-shirt, my own brand, around my neck from Kalani Jewelers, but I had this created. This is the 4 Accents.
Yes.
So my brand has like a key and a lock, so that's implemented. So this is the full logo. And then on my head is the hat.
And what does the key and lock stand for?
Okay, so how I separated it initially, I want to represent the city. So what I did was with the key, the person that I got to create, like put my vision to life, I made her do the skyline, the Toronto skyline. And at the time, it was Rogers Center. Now it's the Scotiabank Arena. That's in the lock, so that's in the center of the lock. So if you pay attention to the details, you'll see that the whole symbol itself represents Toronto.
Okay, and how long has 4 Accents been out?
It would be March 2016, because I remember as a gift to myself for my birthday, March 2016, that I was gonna start the brand. Like that was the date I gave myself that I would start my brand.
So take us on the journey as to why. What made you want to become an entrepreneur? What were the emotions? Like, how did you feel about coming up with this brand and everything that came with it?
Okay, so for me, I felt like, even though I lived here, but I went to school in the States as well, like I said, for basketball, people would always make comments or compliments about what I was wearing. So eventually it's just like, why don't you just do your own thing? So I'm like, you know what? Let me try my own thing, put my own twist. Because a lot of times when you see something, you know if you like it, you don't like it. So it's like, why not make stuff that I know I would like and I would wear? So for me, that's where it started from. And I just said, you know what? Let me just give it a try. And it worked. Because I know a lot of people were very supportive. And I like to see people in something I've created. You know what I mean? Like, the Nikes, the Jordans, they've been around forever. So give myself a chance.
I love that. I love that too, because I remember when you first came out with it, you came with the bucket hats, you got the tights, you had the shirts, you had everything for everybody. You have for kids, right?
Yeah, the kids too. I have sleepers for kids. I didn't bring any with me, but even for especially people that have purchased my brand and they have stuff, they're like, okay, what about the kids? Plus now I have a daughter, so I came out with like sleepers. So I have that right now for the kids, and then I have more in store.
Okay, I can't wait for what you have in store. So tell us on the journey. You did mention that you went away for school.
Yep.
So you went away for school. What did you go away for?
So I went away on a basketball scholarship. So education-wise, I was able to. I had my associate's diploma. After that, I got my bachelor's in social work. So I got my degree in social work, and then after I graduated, came back to Toronto. I decided that I was gonna get my master's. So I have my master's in social work. And then since I had my daughter, I'm like, you know what? Let me just max out on my education, just add something else. And now I'm in school for Teachers College. So I have 1 more year to go.
I'm so proud of you. I had to come here and let them know Beauty and Brains out here. Okay.
Thank you, girls. Thank you, girl.
So how do you balance that? How are you balancing having Cali, beautiful Cali Breeze, and then you have school, and then you have your brand? How do you balance everything and being a single mom, right?
Right. So for me, the way I try to balance is try to prioritize.
Yes.
So Cali's first.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And thank God I do get a lot of help.
Your village.
My family, my village, her dad, my mom is great, her aunts, like everybody's great. But at the end of the day, I'm the main provider, right? So it's just a balance of it. So I have that. School-wise, I'm able to get school done because thank God she's in daycare.
Yes.
Monday to Friday, so big up. I'm seeing yeah. And but yeah, people always want Cali. Someone always wants to watch her. You know what I mean? But I'm able to balance in that way. In terms of my brand, when I did start school, to be honest, I'm like, okay, I just want to focus just on school. But because people message and ask about the stuff, I've made time to make sure I'm still able to distribute stuff.
I love that. I love that the reality of it was like, you were going hard with 4 accents, but then you're like, I had to prioritize. I have a daughter now.
Yes.
I'm going to school now.
Yeah.
So as much as I'm going to put into my brand, like it's not going to be the main priority. And I think that's realistic, right?
Right.
Because you've been going hard for so many years.
Right.
So it's like, it's okay if you put a little, because you got your education, you got your daughter, and I love what you were telling me. You're like, yo, Miriam, while she's in daycare, let me try to get my, get your degree in Teachers College,
100%,
right?
because by next year she's in school. So I'm not trying to be in school and also you're in school. Like I want to be able to be prepared to help her, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, I have work tomorrow, whatever the case is, not school, not an exam, stuff like that. So for me, I'm just like, you know what? Max out the education as much as possible and just be done. Because I just think what's new for me, I'm a new mom, I'm also a new student having a child. So it's not the regular, like, I'm going to stay up all night and go through, it's not as easy. Like for my master's, I used to do that. Stay up all night, go through this and that. So I'm like, it's different. You know what I mean? Because now I have my daughter, so. Yeah.
And so I wanted to ask you, because I remember me and you were talking, and you were mentioning we got to big up your friends who started their own journey on entrepreneurship. How is it having a tribe full of friends that are in the same field as you, and they can understand your hustle, they can understand your grind, they can understand the days when you're not trying to talk to nobody. How important do you feel like it's to have people around you that can understand you in that field?
It's nice to have people around me that are in the same field, and some of them are going to school too as well, and some of them are mothers, and some, there's all these different elements to it. It feels good as in like you could turn and they'll understand, like, you know what, boy, today I'm just not even gonna deal with this. You know what I mean? But for me, it's uplifting to even see them starting their business. I mean, Corona obviously has ruined a lot of things for some people. It's a gift and a curse, clearly, because I think it also brought out people actually taking action to the talents they know they had. So many people have started their own businesses. We're so used to paying and supporting others, and it's like, we're surrounded by people that could do the exact same thing.
Yep, facts.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, it's an honor, it's a privilege to actually see the amount of entrepreneurs around me, people you've grown up with, that you had no idea, you know what I mean, no idea. I love it. I love it.
And I love that when me and you were talking, because we were saying that the amount of people that we have surrounded by us. So it's like, for example, when I want to get my makeup done, I go to Sani, you go to Marketing Wednesdays. Nicola, you go to Nicola.
Nicolette,
You have your people that you go to. If I want to wear a shirt, I can go to you. If I want to wear slippers, I can go. It's so amazing that we have people around us that we don't need to go to the stores, because with Corona locking down, we were still able to get what we needed to wear because our friends were in that same.
Literally. So even as you're even saying like makeup people, it's like now you have the makeup artists, they've always been able to travel, or they worked in stores but they could go to you. So just like you were saying, handful of hope.
Yes.
And then what do you call it? There's the diva behind the beat. Janae does it too, right?
Yes.
So those are two people that I know right away. I have a makeup artist right here. I don't have to reach out. You have Sandy.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
have Sandy. Yes. So you have your tribe, and even too when we were talking, shout out to Diva by Birth with her. Is it Trending Tomboy?
Trendy Tomboy.
Trending Tomboy. Shout out to her because I love the glasses.
Yes.
So it's like now if we want to wear glasses, we don't need to go to the Bay. We can just hit her up. I love to
100%.
100%. I love to be on this platform and just tell people like, yo, just support your friends, support the businesses, the vision, everything, because this is the behind the scenes of what we go through to put our stuff out there, right? So why not do that?
Why not support those that's been with you? Hey, I've never met Jordan in my life, to be honest.
I'm telling you.
But I've met Parker Hugh. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So in terms of shoes, you know what I mean? Like you could go to people that, it feels good to be able to say, okay, I want a t-shirt. Let me ask Monique for a t-shirt.
Exactly. I get exactly what you're saying. And not only that too, it's like, we're so quick to put money into like all these people, Gucci, Louis, whatever.
Yeah.
Just put that into your friends. Put it into your friends. Because I promise you, and I believe that whatever you put out in the universe, you get back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm so happy that you were successful with, your 4 accents, and I know anything that you come out with, it's gonna be successful. And it's not only about your brand, I think it's about the experience. We talked about customer service. When you talk to Meek, it's gonna be jokes, it's gonna be a good vibe. So I think people don't only sell something, but you're a part of your brand too. So make sure that you're
100%.
responding on time and all that other stuff. So tell us about that aspect of business.
I was just about to say, the thing is that I think before even me having my own brand, experiencing when you do DM somebody or order something and you see the timing, those things make a difference. At the end of the day, I don't care how good it looks or how good the jeans you created look. If you have no manners, no customer service, why would I go to you? And I'm not going to go to you after that. It's a bad experience. So me just knowing how it feels to be a customer, I know people say the customer's always right. No, sometimes I know customers could actually be rude.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? But I do think that, what you put out, people will pull it back in. And that's why for me, when it comes to like donations or this and that, it always comes full circle. Always comes full circle.
So tell us about that, because I remember at one point, this was before COVID, so shout out to you for that. And that's something I've always admired you for, because you used to go, and I remember you'd be like, you wanted tissues, you wanted women feminine products. You were always collecting stuff for donations for the homeless. So tell us about that.
Okay, so that, exactly. So even with the donation thing, even though I created my own brand, as much I would ask people for donation, you'll never see me like film it. You wouldn't even know that we went and even handed out stuff during the holiday. So I'm just like, sometimes I put it out there and sometimes I don't. You guys have no idea. The last time I put it out was probably 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was before Corona.
Right.
It was way
and I've
before
been
Corona.
on journeys where I've taken people to help me hand out, and it's like, you want to pull their camera, I'm like, don't do that.
Yes.
Don't do that. You know what I mean? So I do try to, as much as I do my brand, I'm still the same person, as in like, I want to still give to the homeless. So it doesn't matter what platform I end up on, I still want to give to the homeless. Like I have a spot for the homeless. You get what I mean? So the way I share it with people is at one point what I did was, if I said, okay, I'm selling hats, and I'll say every purchase from that hat, $5 will go towards the homeless. And that's where or you could just donate hygiene products, feminine products, clothing, hats. Could you imagine being out there during the winter?
I know.
Could you imagine? You know what I mean? So, but that part I still do.
I love that you do that, and I love that you did do that because I remember like when you were at Good Life, like, Monique, can I drop it off? Yeah, just drop it off here. You know what I mean? Giving back to your community is just number one because there are people that they can't help but be in the situation that they're in, and if you're fortunate, why not share those blessings? You know what I mean?
And nothing is guaranteed. Me and you are sitting here right now. Our lives could change tomorrow. Nothing is guaranteed.
I know. That's why gratitude is a must.
A must.
It's a must. You gotta be grateful. You gotta be grateful for experiences. You gotta be grateful for the tough times, everything that you go through.
Yeah.
And just be grateful that you opened up your eyes. That's a gift in itself, right?
Yep, 100%.
So what are the values that you wanna pass down to Callie? Because Callie, I'm telling you, her mom is dope. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, her mom is dope. And it's not just about what you do, Monique. It's about who you are. Everybody knows you in the city.
I can't.
You know what I'm saying? Your energy, everything. Come on, Monique.
Thanks.
It's okay. You're very humble, but it's okay.
Thanks,
you know, from Pope till now. You know what I mean?
Appreciate
what
it.
are the values that you would like to pass down to her? Because, I mean, everything that you say, you are and more. So what is something
I think
you
for
want her
me,
to
if
look
I
up
can
to?
leave, like once I leave this earth, one thing I definitely want Callie to keep in mind: you're not better than anybody. You are not better than anybody. And I think it's important to realize you have to know what it's. For me, I know what it's like to have, and I know what it's like to not have.
Yes.
So you have to just keep that ground level, because everything could be taken from you in a moment. You
Yes.
get what I'm saying? So if I was to leave this earth, I would tell Callie, honestly, just be grateful for everything, every experience. Don't take anything as a negative situation. Everything's an experience, and move on from it. But keep God in everything. You understand what I'm saying? Keep God in everything, and you'll be okay.
I love that.
okay.
I love that. That's so good. Oh my gosh. It's so sweet.
Thanks.
No, I love that because I like to preach and say that God is the foundation of everything.
Yeah.
It starts with Him. Like, do not do anything without praying about it first.
I'm telling you.
And when it comes to fruition, thank Him. You
Yes.
got to thank Him on your good days and on your bad days.
That's right.
So let us in a little bit about your family. Like, how did they kind of shape you to who you are? I know your grandma passed away. So
That's
what?
crazy. 'Cause
Yeah.
Guess what? It's so crazy. I was saying this as I was driving here. Today's her birthday. And normally I would have been at the gravesite, but I'm like, you know what? It's raining anyways, da-da-da. So it actually worked out. But I'm like, okay, I gotta find a way to bring her up in here. You get what I'm saying? So I think a big part of that, big up my granny, a big part of that I would say is my grandma. I think where I got the homeless thing from, I think is from her.
Yeah.
Because she was constantly giving people. Even when you don't have, you're still giving. You get what I'm saying? So I think the foundation of just like being strong, go for what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Just be honest with things. Be honest to yourself.
Yeah.
Be honest with yourself, excuse me. You get what I'm saying? And just keep going. Because one thing is, I know my grandma kept going. Like, what was it, 10 days before she passed away, she pushed herself to come to my 30th.
Yes.
She checked herself, she got checked out the hospital.
I remember
came to
seeing
the
her
party,
there.
and unfortunately she did die 10 years later. But she wanted to make sure she's there for that moment. So I would
10 days, my bad.
nearly 10 days, yeah. So I would say, enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
Cherish those moments and don't take anything for granted.
Granted, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, it's funny because we did have a pre-interview and I didn't.
No, you didn't mention my
I didn't
granny.
mention your
Yeah.
granny, but for some reason I was like, you know what? I know that you're a family person.
Yeah, 100.
You are. So
100.
I wanted to know just a little bit about that. So
Yeah.
big up your granny on her
Yeah,
birthday.
on her
Happy
birthday, wow.
Granny.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Right.
I know she's looking down on you. She's proud of
Yeah,
you.
100%.
And your siblings, like, how did each of them kind of play into,
You know what? Yeah, now that you bring up my siblings, okay, so 4. I would say Latoya specifically, like what I was doing, creating the brand, she was, I only had 2 people that I actually showed it to, and she was one of them.
Yes.
Like in terms of trying to make decisions. So Latoya, she dances, she travels, this, that. And what I appreciate is when she used to travel, she would actually give away some of my 4 acts and stuff, which I really appreciated. But my siblings are all fine. Everybody looks at the boys as more quiet, but Alden's actually like funny. Connor's quiet. Dayan, she's outgoing. She's outgoing. But they're all just so different, but like amazing. Love them bad. Amazing.
and then they all come up to for access.
Exactly.
So I just want to say thank you so much, Monique.
Miriam,
Thank
of
you
course.
for coming on and
Big up
sharing
to
your
you.
journey.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you so much. And I just can't wait to, in the future collab. I can't
100.
wait to be there for, your milestones, because I know you've been there for my milestones.
Yes.
And so is there anything that you would like to leave the viewers with? People that I really love about our conversation was the giving back. I think that stood out to me the most.
Yeah.
And so what is something that you would like to leave our viewers with if they do want to, start their own business, and just remembering, the foundation, remembering of giving back, remembering God. What is something that you would like to leave with the viewers?
I would say don't wait for another pandemic to get started. So if you know you want to do something, it's nice that people came out and started to do, but they've been had the talents.
Yes.
Corona didn't say, here's that talent, go on true. Like, you have the talent, but you were forced to.
Yeah.
We're sitting at home, you can't go to work, you can't do this, but don't wait for that.
Yeah.
Because who said you're gonna get the opportunity?
Again.
So now, if you have something on your mind, write it down. Write it down. Contact who you want, speak to those around you. Don't be afraid if someone is in the same line of business as you to ask questions. And if it doesn't work, you don't have the same energy, ask somebody else. Yeah, that's it. Just do your research and remain humble. Remain humble.
Number one.
Yeah,
Remain humble. Yeah. I love that. I think we have to end up on that note because that was beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming to the City Lounge.
Of course, babes.
Dropping your gems, dropping your journeys. Please leave your links down below so people know where to find you.
100%.
Okay.
Okay. Big up. Okay, so on Instagram, the number 4, and then accents. Email is ivaccents@gmail.com. But my biggest platform would be Instagram.
Yes.
Just stick to Instagram. I'm also on other people's websites.
Okay.
But let's just stick to Instagram. It's fine too.
Okay.
Yeah. The link is in my bio.
Okay, so we're gonna leave the link for Monique's merch down there, and you guys please support. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. And is there anybody you want to give a shout out to, Monique, before you go? Because you know so many people.
That's why I'm gonna keep it at Cali Breeze. Big up my daughter's Instagram, Dear Cali.
Yes,
Okay?
plugging Cali. She's so cute.
She's just changing clothes and going. That's all
Yes.
it's about. Change clothes and go.
Period. Poo. And
Big up everybody that I know though.
Yes, big up Monique's tribe because they
everybody.
go hard for you. Like seriously, you got a
That's why I
good
can't
tribe.
start with no name.
I know you.
Big up everybody.
She knows too much people. She knows too much people. So thank you guys for tuning in,
Yes.
and we'll see you in our next episode.